Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. We read the scriptures like Bhagavad Gita, Upanishad. But how to study the scriptures is totally different than reading the scriptures. Otherwise, English and Hindi and local language translations are plentifully available. But does it make any difference to us? One example I'll tell you. Sant Ganeshwar Maharaj has commented on Srimad Bhagavad Gita. The idea was, it is in Sanskrit and the local people are not well versed in Sanskrit. Therefore, he commented in Marathi. And it is not a bhashya, it is called as Bhavartha Deepika, implied meaning of the statements. And therefore, when we start studying Jnaneshwari, it becomes more difficult because the language is so different. Better to read Sanskrit. See? Similarly, if you take Upanishads, if we simply read the translations, we will get only the word-to-word meaning, but it will not have the implied meaning. Implied meaning means the moral of the story, what we call technically as Tatparya Nirnay. When something is said or mentioned in the scriptures, what is the purpose? What the scriptures want to arrive at? And therefore, how to study scriptures is the main theme of Panchadashi. So here in the second chapter, in the earlier 18 verses, the teacher has given us an exhaustive account of what is this world. So the world was finally given to us as starting from the objective world, the five objects, Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, starting from there up to the experiencer, who is experiencing. So the world is the three factors: experiencer, experiencer, and experienced. So here there are three factors, duality. Now, if this is our experience, but what the scriptures tell? Scriptures tell, idam sarvam pura srushtehe ekameva dvitiyakam sadeva siddham rupe nasta amityarunirvachaha. I'll try to circulate the original shloka by some group, and then you will be having something in your phone. Tonight I'll do it. Somebody can do the Kapil can take their or cell phone numbers, and then we can make a group and send to all of them. That means they have made, those girls have made it. Okay. Srushte pura, before creation, idam sarvam, all this means what? Five objects, five sense organs, five organs of action, pancha pranas, the mind, the intellect, and the I, who is going through the experiences. This is all included in the language of world, idam sarvam. Ekam eva was only one. Advitiyakam, there was no possibility of otherness. Therefore, two things are ekam, one, eva, only one, advitiyakam, without two, without second. So one without a second. Advitiyakam. And that is called Sat or pure existence. Now, Nama Rupe na astam. So that time there was neither names nor forms. Iti Arunehe Vachaha. Thus, in the Upanishad, it is the statement of Aruni who made this statement in the Chandogya Upanishad. Now, this statement we have to learn now, understand. What is the import of this statement? Is it simply like that? Before creation, there was only God, there was nothing. Over. So what? See? The information must make an impact on us. Otherwise, it is like reading on a cigarette packet. Cigarette smoking is injurious to health. Give me 2 more packets. So we are reading that, but no impact on us. Exactly the same way, when we study the scriptures, it must have impact on us, and it can happen only if we are able to comprehend the depth of that statement. Therefore, now we try to understand what is the meaning of one without a second. For this, the thesis begins. Vrukshasya svagato bhedaha patra pushpa phaladibhi vrukshantaratma sajatiyaha vijatiya shiladitaha. There are 3 types of differences. One is swagata bheda. Swagata bheda means differences within the specimen. Then second is the sajatiya. Then the third is the vijatiya. So vijatiya means like the animals are not plants. They are different. They belong to different categories. Sajatiya means all are animals. But one is a cow, other is a snake, the third is a bird. The sajatiya differences. Then the third is the swagata difference. Differences within the specimen. Here example is Vruksha, one tree, Vrukshasya swagato bhedaha. What is the bheda? Patra pushpa phaladivihi. The leaves are not the flowers are not the fruits are not the roots. So these are the differences within the specimen. This is swagata bheda. Then vrukshantarat sajatiyaha. Then all are trees or animals, but one tree is a mango tree, other is an apple tree, sajatiya, belonging to the same category. Then vijatiya, the tree is not a stone, the stone is not an animal, etc. In this manner, these are the 3 differences. Where these 3 differences are valid, it is the samsara. Where these 3 differences are absent is the truth. This is what we have to recognize. And therefore, now the teacher takes up. Tatha, similarly, sadvastunaha bhedatrayam praptam nivaryate. So when we are telling everything has got these 3 differences, sajatiya, vijatiya, swagata, bheda, then there will be differences in the absolute reality also. Meaning, it cannot be one without a second. So this is the possibility. Therefore, tatha sadvastunaha api bhedatrayam praptam. People will say, the student will say, then as there are differences in the world, so also Paramatma, the supreme reality, the pure existence, is also having differences? No. So nivaryate, to negate the possibility of manyness in the absolute one, aikya avadharanat advaitam pratishidyahi trivihi kramat. Therefore, now our approach is that in the absolute truth, in the pure existence, there is no sajatiya, vijatiya, swagata bheda. Differences on account of the categories, on account of the types, and on account of the individual specimen. All these differences are totally absent for that purpose, and also to prove ultimately that the truth is one without a second. It is for this purpose now we will start contemplation and thinking. Yesterday, before we started our talk, I have mentioned this thing. Who is qualified for studying Vedanta? This example I have given number of times, again I give. If you go to the free Bollywood dance invitation, huge crowds, free. Then second place. You go to the hospitals, huge crowds. You come to the temples, huge crowds. But when you go to a gym, hardly there will be few people. Now what is the reason? Those who go to the Bollywood dances, they are a bhogi. They want to indulge. Those who go to the hospitals, they are rogi, carrying all the diseases. And those who go to the temples, they go for fulfillment of their desire. Nobody comes to Bhole Baba. We come with a big list. Baba, ye karo, wo karo, wo karo, wo karo. So instead of we being his servant, we make him our servant. You must have seen, in many houses, people have Ganesh ji and Hanuman ji outside the house as the watchman. See? Therefore, when we come to the gym, who goes to gym? He who is healthy and wants to maintain the health. Similarly, who will come for the study of the Vedanta? He who has no complaints about the world, he who has nothing to do, nowhere to go, he who wants to know the truth. And therefore, this is meant only for those. Like many people have this thing. One person asked me this question, Swamiji, if I study Gita, what will I get? I said, you want to know really or bluff? Now tell the truth. You will get nothing. Then why should I study? Don't study. See, friends. Therefore, here the very foundation of spiritual life is freedom from desires. Our whole life is a struggle to fulfill the desires, and desires can never be fulfilled. You fulfill one desire, the second is standing in a queue. You do that, third is standing in a queue. There is no end to it. And therefore, such people who have discovered this discrimination by learning from their day-to-day experiences, to such people these topics are meant. Now we come to the next verse. Sataha na avaya ashakyam tad amshasya anirupanat nam rupena tasyamsho tayoho adyapi anudbhavat. Now the Sat, the absolute reality, the one without a second, it cannot have any parts. So this is another important principle. Infinite cannot have parts. Infinite can neither be divided nor multiplied. Neither can you add anything nor you can take away from anything. So here sataha avayavaha na shankya. Don't have the doubt that because in the world there are different parts, like the knower known knowledge. In the same manner, in the absolute also, there are parts, na shankya. Don't think like that. Because tad amshasya anirupanat. What is the part of the space? North, east, west, south? No. Infinite cannot have fractions. And therefore, the absolute reality that we are have no parts. So, tad amshasya anirupanat. It cannot be described. Can you describe the north, east, west, south? without reference to the sunrise. One important principle: thoughts require a reference point to think. If there is no reference point, thoughts cannot come. How important it is. Therefore, tad amshasya anirupana, and nama rupe tasya amshahu na adhyatayo api anudbhavan. But if we say, you are telling Sat, so Sat is a name. No. Names and forms are not yet born. Because what is the world? World is asti bhati priya nama rupa iti panchamshakam. Adyatrayam brahma rupam, jagat rupam tatodvayam. Will you say, be very attentive, will you say the necklace is a name of an ornament? Gold is also the name of the material out of which the ornament is made. See, now be attentive. Calling the gold as an ornament is creating the world. Calling the gold as a gold is not creating the world. Because Nama Rupa, subject to modification. Today it is a necklace, tomorrow it will be headless. Who knows? People go on changing. This is the old design, I want a new design, but I don't have money. So we go to the jeweler and tell, hey, there are different type of design. Madam, which type of design? What is the latest one? A dog belt. Make a dog belt for me. So earlier it was a necklace of different design. Now it has changed. Gold has not changed. Therefore, for our reference, why? We cannot understand without the language. See? Therefore, Nama Rupa Anudbhavat, the names and the forms which makes the world, they are not yet born. And therefore, Nama Rupodbhavasyaiva Srishtitva Srishtitapura. Therefore, what is the world? World is creation of the names and the forms. Before the ornaments are created, can we call the gold that this is a necklace or a wedding ring? No. Because there is no name and form. See, friends. So, Nama Rupa Udbhavasya Srishtitvat. So, what is the creation? Creation is superimposition of names and forms on the formless and the nameless. Space is a name. North, east, west, south, they are also names. But what is the truth? What we call as north is space only. What we call as south is space only. And when they are created, when we are out of our deep sleep, then only the names and forms are created. Therefore, Nama Rupa Udbhavasya eva Srishtitvat. Creation of the names and forms is the creation, isn't it? Once it happened in Mumbai, many years before. I was with my friend in that old type of houses. In a row, there will be 20 houses. And everybody knows what is going on in eachbody's house. That time. So there, it so happened, at night, 2 o'clock, this young couple were shouting and fighting. So neighbors came. What happened? Fighting? No, we are not fighting. We are discussing. We are little wild type of discussion. What is the discussion? No, we are discussing about the name to be given to the child. So the neighbor said, congratulations, so a new person is coming to your house. No, not yet conceived also. We are just thinking about name and form. See, friends, in the same manner, the moment the child is born, form. And form has to be indicated by the name. And slowly, we become so much identified with that name that name becomes me. This is what is said here. Srishtitaha Pura. You must have seen your small kids. Suppose his name is Raju. Everybody calls him Raju. He also calls himself Raju. Mummy, Raju wants food. Mummy, Raju wants to go to bathroom. Mummy, Raju wants this thing. He is referring to himself as third person singular. But slowly he comes to know that Raju means I. And thereafter the samsara begins. Therefore, Srishtita Puraha Pura Tayoho Udbhavaha Na. Before creation, there are no names and forms. And therefore, in deep sleep, what is our name? What is our form? What is our size? What is our gender? Who are we? Where are we? When are we? What are we? Everything disappears. But we continue to be. See, my friends. Therefore, Udbhavana tasmat sat niramsham yatha vyat. Therefore, pure existence does not have parts. See, my friends. This is what Bhagavan Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. Mamai vamsho jiva loke jiva bhutas sanatanaha manashyashtani indriyani prakriti sthani karshati mama eva amshaha. Mama eva amshaha. Jiva loke, in the creation of the jiva. Now, if Sat or Paramatma or Bhagavan or Brahman is infinite, in infinite, parts can be only imagined. They are not real. Now take your day-to-day example. Man is Brahman. A part of him is the son. A part of him is a father. A part of him is a husband. Who are miserable? Has that man become three? So remember this thumb rule. Aupadhik anekta, multiplicity on account of certain conditionings, is an illusion. And these illusory, non-existing entities, they are fighting and they are miserable. How can you help them? See, friends, in this you don't have to do anything. Then, Karnataka. That's it. But we are unable to digest it. Therefore, Tasmat Sat Niramsham. Similarly, Paramatma expressing through the conditioning where life can manifest, that part is called as the Jiva. And like any fool getting married to another fool is called as husband, is it not? So husband is a common noun. It is not a proper noun. In the same manner, see, a Paramatma expressing through any instrument as life, that is Jiva Na, is life. But instead of taking it as a life, we take it as a Jiva, as an individuality. And why individuality? Because attention is on the instrument through which it is expressing. Bulb-wise, they are many. Light-wise, they are one. Body-wise, we are many. Life-wise, we are one. See, friends, when we go to the doctor to get operation done, for example, heart operation, will we ask, excuse me, doctor, your Gotra is Bharadwaj Gotra or not? Because I want to get my operation done only through a doctor who is saying Bharadwaj Gotra. No. See, doctor is a principle. It's not a personality. Exactly the same way. Niramshasya. In the absolute, there is no part possible. But these non-existing parts, amsha, they are taken real, and therefore the samsara begins. Sadantaram sajatiyam na vailakshanyam vailakshanya varjanat nama rupopadi bhedam vina naiva sato vida. Sajatiya bheda. We have seen the three types of bheda. Sajatiya, Vijatiya, Swagata. Now, Sajatiya bhed is not possible, that there is no second existence. There is only one. Ekam eva advitiyam. Sajatiya, there are many trees. One is a mango, other is an apple tree. In this manner, there are not many existences. Existence is only one. Therefore, Sajatiya bhed is not possible. Vailakshanya varjanat, because there is no different kind of existence. Then Nama Rupa Upanhi Vina Vedam Sataha Vidana Eva. Therefore, without the superimposition of names and the forms, there cannot be differences established. And therefore, there is no Sajatiya Bhed in the absolute truth that we are. Then Vijatiyam asattattu na kalu asti gamyate. Similarly, Vijatiya Bhed is also not there, because there is nothing like, what is the opposite of existence? Non-existence. So when it is a non-existence, how can you differentiate? So there is no Sajatiya Bhed, there is no Vijatiya Bhed. Then na tattu asti iti. Then ataha asya pratiyogitvam vijatiyam vidakutaha. Therefore, there is neither Sajatiya Bhed, because truth being ekameva advitiya, no Vijatiya Bhed, because Vijati means opposite. So, this existence and non-existence, that which is non-existing, how can it create problem? Therefore, Vijatiya Bhed is also not possible. Now, we go to the next one. Ekam eva advitiyam sat siddham atratu kechana vivala asad eva idam purasit iti avarnayan. So, we have thus come to a firm conclusion that the truth is one without a second. Now, be very attentive. When the things are wrongly understood, it creates tremendous problem in our life. For example, when it is said the truth is without name and without form, attributeless and formless. Formless, nirakar. Attributeless, nirguna. So the truth is nirgun nirakar. And if I insist, anybody who is following Saguna Sakar or Saguna Nirakar, go and kill them, then we have not understood the real meaning of the Nirguna Nirakar. Nirguna Nirakar is what? That which supports Saguna Sakar but doesn't get influenced by the Saguna Sakar. See, friends, because of lack of this understanding, all the problems come in the world. So, Saguna Sakar is Krishna, Rama, Govinda, Shiva. Then Saguna Nirakar, Paramatma. And Nirgun Nirakar is the Brahman. So here the teacher says, Evam Ekam Advitiyam Siddham. However, Kechid Vivalaha. Vivala means confused, disgusted people. Vivalaha. Pura Asit Idam Asad Eva Iti Avarnayan. Then they say, when it is said in the statement, Ekameva Ditiya Srishtahe Pura Asit, before creation, it was not there, Asit. Because what do you say? Before creation, there was only Sat. Now you are telling, after the creation, the Sat must have become Asat, because something else has come. Therefore, Idam Asat Eva Iti Avarnayan. Therefore, without the creation, there cannot be the existence, the Sat. Magnasyabdhu yathakshani vivulani tatasadihi akhandaika shrutva nishprachara vivetyada. If somebody is below the waters, then all our faculties are becoming non-functional. We can't talk, we can't breathe, we can't see properly, we can't hear properly. Then we become vivala, frustrated. Exactly. Akhanda ekarasam shrutva. When we are heard from the Upanishad, the truth is one without a second. Then what will happen? Your faculties cannot function. Take example. Try to listen to silence. So what is happening? You are trying to listen to silence, thereby you are coming to the ears. But ears can hear only the sounds. The more you try to listen to silence, the subtler sounds are also heard. We become frustrated because we are not approaching the right way. Then if we have to listen to silence, what can be done? Very simple. Remain indifferent to sounds. But those who do not have these techniques, they will be frustrated in life. Therefore, Vibulani tathasya dhi, their buddhi, their understanding, akhanda ekarasam shrutva. So when they hear that the truth is one without a second, uncreated, unchanging, unending, eternal existence is the truth. Now their mind blocks because mind can function only in the finite. Mind cannot function in the infinite. Mind requires the diet of name and form. If names and forms are deleted from our knowledge, the mind dissolves. And in that experience, there is no knower of the truth. The great masters give this example. Once a salt doll wanted to go and find out what is the depth of the ocean. And with all arrogance she went and jumped into it. Will she ever come back? See, friends, the more we contemplate, when I can see with my eyes everything, okay, very good. Now try to see your own eyes with your own eyes. Does it mean we are blind? Think. Bhagwan Raman Maharshi's approach, instead of struggling with the mind, find out Manasam Tukim. What is the mind? Find out what is the light. When we switch on, light comes. When we switch off, where the light goes. Again we switch on. Again the light comes. Was it the first light or second light? Again we switch off. Third time the light comes. Are they different? Or they are one? Or are they ever? They are only manifestations. They are not real. See, like the man getting married to a girl becomes husband. Husband is a manifestation. It is not a reality. Think over it. When a person gets divorced 2-3 times, so first marriage, W1, F1, H1. So wife 1, husband 1, separate. Then again get married. W2, H2, second marriage. Now is the W1 equal to W2? And when there was a divorce, who became widow? After divorce, the girl becomes a widow. Yes, because she has no husband. No. because he didn't die. He's still there. Then what happened? Nothing happened. This is the truth. See? But Magnasyabdau yathakshani vivalani. When we are under the waters, we become so frustrated, can't see, can't hear, can't do anything. Exactly. Akhandaika rasam shrutva. When we are told the truth is one without a second. See? When we go to the temple, there are so many attractions. Oh, nice one. I think they are fixing something new. There's new light. Last time I came, there was no light. There's so many things to talk about. But just be yourself. What we do? Take the mobile. We are afraid of ourselves. See, friends, if we practice this, be with yourself all alone without feeling lonely. You have reached the destination. Therefore, when akhanda ekarasam shrutva, then this person, ignorant person, will struggle. Okay, what is the Brahman? Aya, gaya. And therefore, sometime it is so nice, so a good meditation, Yesterday meditation was solid, today liquid. Remember, anything which is the result of action is a bluff. Truth is not created. See, friends, creation is possible when something is distant. Suppose we have to go to Borivali. We have to walk, go by train, because distant. If something is incomplete, we have to add. Or less sugar in the tea, add more, because incomplete. If something is dirty, then clean it. Is the truth away? Then we have to go anywhere. Is it incomplete? Then we have to add anything. Is it impure? That we have to purify by meditation. See, friends, Nayamatma balahinena labhyaha. The truth is not for those who are touch me not brand. Touch me not, chui mui. Somebody says something, oh. Once I was in New Zealand and I was going with my friend, his daughter and me. Three of us were walking. And little bit down, if you go down the slope, the nice sea and the beach. So she said, Swamiji, let's go down there. How beautiful it looks, see? I said, you go, I am not coming. I am happy over here. You go and see. You don't have taste, Swamiji. How beautiful it looks. I said, now I must take her for a filing. I asked her, do you know what? Whatever looks beautiful is never beautiful. What do you mean? I said, for example, you look beautiful. Next 3 days she didn't talk to me. Be friends. Relax. We don't require anybody's certification, whether I am or I am not. Be friends. Therefore, akhanda ekarasam shrutva. There is nobody who can appreciate you or who can condemn you. Now, to recognize this, take a simple example. There is no correct example to indicate the truth. Anupameya. But just to make the point, some examples. When our tongue is beaten by our own teeth, it is dvaita, it is duality. Teeth are the one who are biting and tongue is the one who is beaten. Will it lead to a samsara? The tongue will tell, somebody is going to the dentist and will be removed, okay? No? And if the tongue goes in between the teeth and digs the stuff over there, will the teeth say, thank you, darling, you are always helping me? No. So actions are happening, but actor is not born. And therefore, there is neither sin nor merit. Friends, on Ekadashi, I have taken rice and food. Oh my God, Mahapap, Mahapap. Now what will happen? Nothing. You go to hell directly, non-stop. But when you have taken the food and the food has gone inside your stomach and thereafter you have got constipation or dysentery. If it is a constipation, it is a merit. If it is a dysentery, it is a sin. No. Why? Because in digestion, I is not involved. Therefore, there is nobody who is realized. This is what is mentioned here. Akandaikarasam shrutva. Then nishprachara vivetyadaha. Their mind comes to a disappearance. And therefore, they are afraid. Oh God, suppose I am sitting for meditation, like people ask this question. I get always one doubt, Swamiji, please don't tell my example in your lectures. I said, okay. And then, many times I feel that if I get out of the body identification, then I am having no shape, no form. I am the infinite Brahman. And suppose I forget how to enter the body, where from to enter in the body, what will happen? I said, to whom? To body or to you? All funny things, friends. They hear on the TV, etc., that somebody is sitting and then they slowly getting levitation. Now this fellow starts thinking, if I sit for meditation, suppose I start levitating, what will happen? Depends where you are sitting. Suppose you are sitting below the fan. Levitation, tak. If you are sitting below a tree, you will go and hang there like a mango. All these are the funny things that we think about spiritual life. Akhandaikaratam shrutva nishprachara vivetyadaha. Therefore, our Maha Mantra is what? Na kuch pana, na kuch khona. See? How simple it is. Now apply it to yourself. When I see 100 of you, then I see 20 of you. Is there any loss to my vision? If 1000 are added over here, is it a burden to the eyes? The truth is not added with or subtracted from anything. The simple rule, remember, infinite is not possible to be improved or to be degraded. And therefore, they become frustrated. See, like some of the people. One lady in Bihar, I was there many years before. So, she, a school teacher, she was listening to my talks. One day she said, Swamiji, please tell me what. See, in our village, one Babaji came and the whole village was given the mantra diksha. That time I was small, maybe 10 years, 12 years like that. And then Babaji was having weird, jata and all that. So we were all the time worried about, what will happen in a big queue. So when he held my head and said something in the ear, but my attention was on this weird expression. I don't know what he spoke. Then after going home, they told me, oh, your mantra is Ram Ram karte raho. He said, I have been doing this Ram Ram for my whole life. Nothing happened. Will you please give me one powerful mantra? I said, repeat after me. Dhum dhadaka, powerful mantra. Friends, till such time you want something as a result of your sadhana, you are on the wrong track. एतद् बुद्ध्वा बुद्धिमान स्यात् कृतकृत्यश्च भारत. The fulfillment in life is equal to living at zero desire level. Day-to-day example, when we eat, go on eating to such an extent that there is no possibility of adding anything. And then you are saying, Swamiji, take something. But this is, Tirupati Laddu Prasad. Why? Stomach is full. Now, why the Swami is not talking? How was the food? Now he has to make him talk. What did you eat? Now he has to talk. Takes out the jalebi from the mouth. He who has eaten up to the nose, will he have any desire to eat? Exactly the same way. Life fulfillment means you have no desires. Na kuch pana, na kuch khona. Therefore, nothing to do, nowhere to go. Then how to lead life in a boredom way? Yaar, kya karo? Since I am realized I am feeling very bored. No! See? Then, wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100%. Celebrate life. Celebrations are possible when you have overflowing wealth. A poor person cannot celebrate. He will calibrate. See, my friends, therefore, this truth is the one which is our essential nature. They don't struggle in life. But vivalaha, but they are so frustrated that they are unable to understand, and therefore they are walking the spiritual path under the influence of fear. मरने के बाद क्या होता है? पहले मरो तो सही. Just find out, when we are alive, has anything happened? When we were not in this world, nothing was lacking. Remember this principle. Our parents have gone, grandparents have gone. What difference it made? Forget about them. Rama has come and gone. Ravanas are still there. Krishna has come and gone. Duryodhan, Dushasan, Kamsa are still there. This world has always been like this thing. We are trying to improve the waves on the ocean. It's a wastage. We are here only to be such a fit instrument so that He will choose us. Instead of we run after Him, let Him run after us. Are we not searching for a person who is a fit person, who is willing, who is capable, and who is available? In the same manner, he is also searching. And who is such a person? He who is empty, he has no personal agenda. And then only, like the mic has no personal agenda. Mic doesn't want to talk anything. And therefore the mic is between you and me. Sometimes the mic has got its own agenda. Electronic onkar, like yesterday it was happening. See, in the same manner, when we have nothing to do, nowhere to go, He will choose us. And then He will express through us. When Paramatma expresses through a person, he is called Mahatma. Mahatma is not having two horns and Onida tail. No. The more we can empty ourselves, to that extent the divine will fill. Bhagwan doesn't come from anywhere. It is okay for a bhajan. See? शबरी की तरह तुम खिलाते नहीं, द्रौपदी के बुलाते नहीं, गाना तबला, that is not spirituality. It is baby one. Useless fellows. And get lost only in that. See? Creating a crowd of 5,000 people and making them play tabla. Is it spirituality? See, friends, how important it is, we should clearly understand this. Therefore, Vivalaha, such people become very frustrated in their life. Now continue the thought. Gaudacharya nirvikalpe samadhau anya yoginam sakara brahmanishtanam atyantam bhayamuchire. Gaudapadacharya Maharaj says, those who are running after the sakara, the truth with reality, with the attributes, etc., if they are to get into the nirvikalpa samadhi, and then only we will have the vision of Bhagwan Sri Krishna, Bhagwan Ram, Hanumanji has come and gone, and thereafter I am there only. See? So, Brahmanishtanam, Anya Yoginam, Atyantam Bhayam Uchire. Friends, if we are walking spiritual path, if there is an element of fear, we have not yet stepped on the spiritual path. Bhagavad Gita, 16th chapter, first verse, first word, Abhayam Sattva Samshuddhi. Spirituality begins with the status of fearlessness. Nayamatma darapokena labhya. Suppose I get realized what will happen to your wife. She will be happy, thank God. Hey, friends, make happy others. So, in this Nirvikalpa Samadhi, see, knowledge and awareness, both are knowledge. Knowledge with the thoughts is mind, and knowledge without the thoughts is consciousness. Use the word consciousness or awareness, whichever suits you. See. Mind observes the world. Awareness or consciousness observes the mind. So when we are aware of what is happening in the mind, we are taking a position of awareness or consciousness. And when we are involved in the objective world, we have fallen down from the awareness to the mind level. And when we fall further from the mind, we become active. Do this, do that, run, run. Marathon, what for? This is height of foolishness in the modern society. Marathon 25 years for saving the planet. Running on the planet to save the planet. And you will see, fools are a majority. Thousands of them will be running for what? To save the planet. You have destroyed the planet. You have produced more of a CO2 because of your breathing. See, friends, Therefore, Gaudapadacharya in the Nirvikalpa Samadhi, which is freedom from the thoughts, Sakara Brahmanishtanam, and those who think about the God with the forms, etc., and Anna Yoginam, and other, so three types of people. Those who are all the time samadhi, meditation, those who are doing puja, etc., or those who are doing all the time some kind of activity, bhayam uchire. There is one slok which I quoted number of times. It is very simple but gives a depth. First is sahaja uttamavastha. Sahaja means effortless. सहजा उत्तमावस्था. मध्यमा ध्यान धारणा. अधमा मूर्ति पूजा च. and तीर्थ यात्रा अधमाधमा. What is the meaning of Sahajavastha? Patanjali says Prayatna Shaitanya. When we are normal, 100% normal, we do not require efforts in that field. For example, if our audition is absolutely normal, perfect dB, decibels, we can hear, then we will have no efforts in listening to satsang. But if somebody is hard of hearing and is sitting little away from the mics or the speakers, then he or she will have to put efforts. And when you put efforts, you get tired. And when you get tired, you go to sleep. Therefore, many people come to satsang for this. Because they are tired. Sahajavastha, if you are normal, you will not get tired in life. All those who get tired in life, they are not leading their life in a proper manner. You can never get tired in life if you are leading your life perfectly well. And what is that? We don't have to prove anything to anybody in this world. We don't expect anything from anybody in this world. Then how to live? Time pass. Give it a try, my friends. Problems can never be solved. Problems are to be dissolved. Problems are the creation of wrong interaction. Problems are the eczema to the mind, kujli. Therefore, whether you are doing Nirvikalpa Samadhi, there you will struggle. And then all kinds of things, something was going up, garam. What was that? That was, Brahman was getting evaporated. Don't get carried away by all that. Or else you must have seen, they will be doing something and then इतना मजा है मेडिटेशन में. किसको? पब्लिक को. See, friends, we have gone and seen these things so many places. These have nothing to do with spiritual life. Therefore, whether you do the meditation or you do the puja pothi and all that, do that for a time pass. That's it. You know what is the secret of the Pushti Marga? Old age ladies and gents are a big problem for the society. So gents are told to go and do some samaseva. Go to some ashram, clean the things, or go to some temple, do something, whatever is your capacity. Now ladies, they are sent to go to the temple and collect the flowers and on the tulasi dala. Each and every leaf you have to clean it. And on that you have to write Rama. How many? Not many. 1008. Book. Till that time there will be peace at home. Ciao, ciao. There's nothing else beyond that. See, friends. And then they have got their abhiman. We are not like others eating onion at home. We eat outside. Friends, we cheat ourselves the most in life. We don't cheat anybody else. Don't cheat yourself. Therefore, bhayam uchire. Gaudapadacharya says, those who are interested in meditation, puja, pothi, and anna yoginam, they are doing so many siddhis. I can walk on the water. You know this story I told you about Bhagavan Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. He was sitting comfortably with his friends or devotees. One yogi came and nobody was interested. They were interested in their guru. So to seek the attention, when did you come? I just came. Where from you came? I came from that side. But that is the river, yes. Then you came by bridge, Howrah bridge? No. I walk on the rivers. Everybody, oh, you walk on the waters? Yes. Bhagavan Ramakrishna Paramahamsa asked, how many years sadhana you have to do to walk on the waters? 25 years. He said, pay 25 paisa and come in a boat. What you have saved in your life is 25 paisa. See, friends, don't get carried away by all these things. Therefore, I told you, this Vedanta is not for those who are touch me not brand. No. So, Anya Yoginam Atyantam Bhayam Uchire. They get frightened. If I disappear, what will happen? People will be happy. Asparsha Yogo Namaisha Durdarsha Sarva Yogi Bihi Yogino Bibhyati Yasmat Abhaye Bhayadarshina. Our essential nature is free from fear. What is the genesis of fear? Dvitiyatvai bhayam bhavati. Wherever there is a sense of otherness, fear is guaranteed. See? One example I'll tell you. There was a group of youngsters. They went for hiking somewhere in the forest or mountain, and it became suddenly evening clouds came, so they could not see properly. And one lazy like me was lingering behind. Now he can't see where to go, what to go, nothing. Frustrated. But then he decided, now what can be done? So he fixed his tent and got inside, and he was so tired, in no time he slept. So the tiger smelled the human being, and he came and started Om Brahmarpanam Brahmavi Brahmatma Brahmanamtam. When he started, and this young boy who was tired, he was sleeping and snoring away. And the tiger got frightened and ran away. For that boy, there was no sense of otherness. For the tiger, there was a sense of otherness. If you are walking the spiritual path, there cannot be any place for fear. Karyam va sadhayami, shariram va patayami. The commitment, 100% commitment is spiritual life. And therefore we told the simplest technique. Wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100%. But how? Don't get entangled. Karnataka. Like here you are listening me. Who told you? Okay. So you hear 100%. When you go home, forget about it. Okay? But instead of remaining here 100%, एक दिल के टुकड़े हजार हुए. We remember something, we remember that thing. Sometimes when I give the examples of husband and wife, if they are in the same satsang hall, and suppose I have praised the wife and condemned the husband, immediately she will do something. Arre Dumbo, I am not talking about you. Wife is a common noun. Learn the principle. See, friends, because you are not listening as a satsangi, you are listening as a husband and wife. See, my friends, spiritual life is so simple, but we make it extremely complicated and then suffer. And nobody can help us in this. We have to walk by the one, to the one, all alone, without getting lonely in life. Okay? So, asparsha yogo namaisha, durdarshaha sarva yogi bihi. Asparsha yoga means what? Nothing touches you. Like the space. Space supports the remaining four elements. When the earth is moving, there is no tickling to the space, not too much. When the heavily raining, the space doesn't become wet. When there is inferno, the space doesn't get burned. When there are heavy winds, the space is not flown away with the winds. Supports everything, but doesn't get influenced by anything. That is spiritual practice. I am not giving you a mantra mala. I am not asking you donation. I am not asking you to go to Tirtha Yatra. I am not asking you to do meditation. Can there be more simpler spiritual life than this? Karnataka. That's it. Don't take life seriously. Those who try to improve others, I guarantee you, you will fail. On what ground you are telling this thing? God has failed to improve us. And we want to improve others. It can never happen. Then what can be done? Matra sparshastha kaunteya, shitoshna sukha dukkhada, agama apayina anityan, tan titikshasva bharata. What cannot be cured must not be endured, but must be enjoyed. Make fun out of it. Don't become serious. So somebody calls you, you are donkey, kick him. Donkeys kick, what can you do? You called me donkey. See, friends, life becomes a fun. But we start fighting. Why did you call me donkey? You only called me, so I did it. See, friends, life is like a cup of tea. Depends how you make it. Boil it and make it bitter. Add too much of sugar and make it a Gujarati chai. Or add a lot of milk, make it a Punjabi chai. Or don't put anything, make it a South Indian coffee. It's in your hand. See, friends, nobody can disturb us in this world unless we cooperate. Don't cooperate. Those who disturb us, make them miserable by not getting disturbed. See, friends. So, asparsha yogo namaisha durdarsha sarva yogi bhi. So, whether we are doing this or that, doing puja or going to the Tirtha Yatra, etc., it has nothing to do. Sahaja avastha uttama. And in this what happens, asparsha yoga, we will not be touched by any fear. Bhayadarshinaha. Therefore, friends, The real spiritual life is have minimum or zero security in your life. Lesser the security, more is the devotion. In Vrindavan, there was one Mahatma. Before partition, he was in some Karachi or somewhere, and his people, elder people died. He was 8 years of child, and those days, the smallpox, he lost his eyes. So his relations, uncle, auntie, they took away everything, and he was virtually thrown on the road. Go. Now this blind child, 8 years, when he was walking, some bullock cart came and dashed him. He became angry, started shouting at him, and he went ahead. Then one bicycle fellow came and dashed. Again he shouted. Then again he continued, and he dashed against a tree. Then he started talking to himself. Now to whom will I shout? And then he lived throughout his life without an element of fear in his heart. He moved to all the Char Dham Yatra number of times. And his principle was this: do not talk about yourself. Anybody is to ask him any question, he will change the topic. Because the more you talk about yourself, you crystallize your individuality as real. It is fake. If you have to talk about Bhagavan or don't talk. See? Therefore, asparsha yogo namaisha, nothing can touch us. See? If somebody says you are a donkey, does it mean we are donkey? No, he has misunderstood, that's it. You don't have proper knowledge of, I think, zoology. Make fun in life. We are here to celebrate life, not calibrate. Yogina bibhyati yasmat abhay bhay darshinaha. Our self is free from fear, but there is none other than me. See? In Kerala, very hot and humid during the summer days, and their floors are cemented in the houses. And all the youngsters are out of Kerala. Oldies are staying there. Whole day they eat and do their lungi up and down, nothing more than that. That is the reason why Kerala is not a progressive state. Where they don't work. They are busy only. Lift the lungi up and put it down. That is their lungi yoga. And eat a lot and sleep during the daytime. Now when they sleep, I have seen it there from telling you. Their Madhya Pradesh is like a helipad. And they will be moving their hand. Heavy hand. No fear. But suppose from the ceiling, one baby lizard takes an experiment how to land on the helipad. The helipad will be thrown out of gear. Why? Dvitiyatvi bhayam bhavati. Wherever there is a sense of otherness, samsara begins. Bhagavad Pujyapadascha Shushka Tarka Pato Namum Ahurmadikan Bhrantan Achintesmin Sadatmani. Therefore, those who are getting lost in unwanted logic, don't get lost in too much of logic. See, they are called Madhyamikas and they want to think about the reality. Friends, thinking about the reality is drop the process of thinking. It is not doing something. It is undoing everything. It is not becoming divine. It is being divine. It is not getting the divinity. No. losing ourselves. The real spiritual practice is a complete loss. See? When the river merges in the ocean, Nama Rupe Vihaya, the name and the form disappear. In the same manner, when a seeker is deeply involved in his own being, he is not concerned or worried about what people will say. कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे, लोगों का काम है कहना, छोड़ो बेकार की बातें, अपने मौज में रहना. देखो, so don't get into arguments, logic, etc. How we get? The other day somebody asked me, Swamiji, I have done a lot of business, money and everything. Now I am interested in spirituality, so I want to do a PhD in Vedanta. I said, you take poison and die, but don't do PhD in Vedanta. Those who do PhD, they are good for nothing. You will see those those who are very bright students, always first position and gold medal, etc., and they have completed their MBBS, MD, and whatever, they will never have private practice. Private practice requires guts. So they go and become teacher. Teachers are the most irresponsible people. हमने आपको बता दिया, now you suffer, right? See, friends, life is so simple, it's not difficult. Therefore, don't get logically involved in spiritual life. Okay? One person asked me this question in US, imported from India. When they go from here to that country, they become wise. Andho mein kana raja. And then, I heard you talk on Gita. I said, people talk so many things, forget about it. No, I want to know something. So I kept quiet. Elderly man, he said, can you tell me how many verses are attributed to different characters in Bhagavad Gita? So I invoke my Guru. I don't know. You ask any American child, they don't talk straight away. What's your name? Like, you know, Bhur Swaha. You don't chant the Gayatri mantra without Bhur Swaha. So I say, I don't know. No, you don't know. No, okay, listen. Then I told, Dhritarashtra, one mantra. Yes. Bhagwan Krishna, no mantra. He nearly jumped out of his skin. Do you see? Bhagwan Krishna didn't say a single verse in Bhagavad Gita. I said, no. He said, how can you say that? I said, show me your book. Where it is written? Bhagwan Sri Krishna Uvacha. Show me. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. Bhagwan could be anything. Bhagwan Ram, Bhagwan Krishna. There was a Hindi movie actor, Bhagwan. See, friends, Bhagwan Sri Krishna himself says, Ajopi sannavayatma bhutanam ishvaropi san. The one who was talking was not a Devaki Putra. He was not a Yashoda Nandana. He was not the Gopi Prana Vallabha. He was not anybody. He was the divine expressing through that channel. See, friends, why this happens? Because you take the studies academically. Don't study scriptures academically. They are meant for us to experience. See? Therefore, ahur madhyamakan bhrantan achinte sadatmani. Don't think about anything. Relax. And why this happens? Because anadritya shruti maurkhyat ime bauddhas tamisvinaha ape dire niratmatvam anumagnaika chakshushaha. This topic we will take in tomorrow's class. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। Today my phone is on strike, so I don't have that thing. If you like, you can chant together. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Asya Shri Rama Raksha Stotra Mantrasya Udakaushik Rishi Shri Sita Ramachandro Devata Anushtup Chandaha Sita Shakti Srimad Hanuman Kilakam Shri Ramachandra Prityarthe Jape Viniyogaha Atad Dhyanam ध्याये दाजानुबाहुं धृतशरधनुषं बद्धपद्मासनस्थं पीतं वासोऽवसानं मुखारूढसीता मुखकमलमिलल्लोचनं वीररामं नानालङ्कारदीप्तं दर्दमुरुजटामण्डनं रामचन्द्रं